Oh, hey guys, thanks for joining me on this beautiful Monday. I'm your host, Drew Harrison. We got a fun one for you. Since we're heading into Easter weekend, we got top 5 Easter candies for you. And we got a fun, you might need this segment where we go through all the crazy food items and concession stand creations that the great folks at all these baseball stadiums around the country have created for the 26th season. And then, of course, we got comedy and sports and pop culture and all that good stuff, too. You know, the huge. The Lion King composer is suing a comedian for making fun of the lyrics of his Grammy Award-winning song. Lebo M., the composer of Circle of Life, is mad at Learn More Jonasy, a comedian who makes a very funny translation for the lyrics of Circle of Life. Like, hey, that's a line. I didn't think anything of it. I thought it was a very funny joke, but Jonasy was on stage at the Laugh Factory and got served papers for $27 million. You know, I thought a joke was protected. You know, $27 million. Like, all the things that people are saying about each other on the internet right now, and you mess up the lyrics of a song, and that's $27 million. I really hope Tim McGraw doesn't hear my Indian Outlaw joke. They had a Hannah Montana reunion. Miley Cyrus back on the old stage. She even did the old iconic meme where she walks away looking through the glass. That was pretty funny. It mainly was archived footage and a weird interview between Miley Cyrus and podcaster Alex Cooper. I think that's the Call Her Daddy person, isn't it? I don't know, but I don't know. It's on Disney. It's on Hulu. When are they merging Hulu and Disney together? I thought that was supposed to happen by now. I don't know. Also, Miley shouted out her dad recently. Oh, achy breaky heart, Billy Ray himself. She didn't have to go through a lot of the crap that some of the other child stars had to go through because her dad made sure she wasn't in those situations. So shout out to Billy Ray being a good papa, at least in that aspect. I don't know how he was the rest of the time, but that's nice that she gave him a old shout out. A quadruple amputee professional cornhole player is charged with murder. Dayton James Weber, no arms, no legs, was driving a vehicle and simultaneously shot the person in his passenger seat. His friends in the back seat wouldn't help him. They just got out. They're like, no. He was like, I need help getting this body out of the car. And they're like, we're definitely not doing that for you. So he kept driving. They got out. The body was later found out of the car. So he did it. He got it out. Like, it's one of those things that I'm upset at the crime, but amazed at the feat. You know what I mean? Like, he did it. Like, don't ever let anyone tell you can't do something, but maybe let it not be murder. I don't know. Tiger Woods rolled another car. How surprised are we? Charged with DUI. My man's trying to make a comeback in the golf world, but bro, you can't even drive a car. Maybe nail that down first. And also, if I'm super rich, the first thing I'm doing, hiring a driver. All of these professional athletes and celebrities get in trouble behind the wheel, have someone else drive you around. My apologies for missing that last Monday on the show was National CheeseSteak Day. Big fan of cheesesteaks. So sorry I missed that. But you know who didn't miss that? The Philadelphia airport. They set a new Guinness World Record for longest line of cheesesteak sandwiches with 1,291 lined up inside the Philly airport to mark National Cheesesteak Day. Far surpassed the previous benchmark of 500 sandwiches. So they went from 500 to 1,291. And they fed TSA with the end results. So great job breaking a record and doing good for some workers that really need it right now. So hats off to TSA. What y'all are going through. I hope you finally got paid. I think something went through that you finally go get paid. So that's terrible. I don't like going to work, let alone going to work not getting paid. A small win for the good guys. OpenAI says they're shutting down Sora, that video slop crap. I hate it. I'm still not getting on board with AI. You can say it to the moon and back. I know it's not going anywhere, but it's still not being productive, stealing from artists, and taking the human element out of art. And I'm not here for that. I don't care. I had a joke stolen a couple weeks ago, and that felt terrible. I felt helpless. But luckily, shout out to the North Carolina comics that knew that was my joke and shut it down for me. But it doesn't feel good, man. So I don't know where this is going to go, but your boy ain't on board. We got some fun non-AI movies coming out. Speedy Gonzales is in the works at Warner Brothers. I thought Warner Brothers was shut down or bought or something, but hey, still making movies, I guess. Don't know how that works. They have got Book of Life director Jorge R. Gutierrez to sign on to be director of that. So I'm excited to bring that iconic cartoon back. Love Speedy. And Jamie Lee Curtis is starring in a Murder, She Wrote movie that's coming out December 2027. So super hyped about that. My grandmother absolutely adored Murder, She Wrote growing up. So I watched many Angela Lansbury episode. So I'm hyped to see how Jamie Lee Curtis takes this and rolls with it. I thought it would be fun to spend this, you might need this, on fun foods and concession items in all the ballparks throughout the country since we just had opening day. In case you get to see a game this year, you're going to want to know what you need to order. It's like looking at a restaurant's menu before you get there, like have a ballpark idea of what you want to get. See what I did there? So let's start out in Arizona. The Diamondbacks have a 50-50 stretch sandwich. It is a 20-inch sandwich, half chicken parm, half hot pastrami with the pickles and the mustard. It's perfect for when you don't know which one you want. You're like, do I want the chicken parm? Do I want the hot pastrami? Why not both? Arizona Diamondbacks also have this crazy milkshake that has a peanut butter sandwich cookie in it, Kit Kats, and Cracker Jacks. So if you're around Arizona, go check out a game for this sandwich milkshake combo alone. The Rockies are doing pizza donuts. Now, I read somewhere that they're stuffed with the pizza filling, but they also have the nice sauce, pepperoni, cheese, pesto on top as well. The Rockies also have a 2-foot hot dog with pasta salad on it. And I know it's Denver, but there's no fruit or nuts in the pasta salad, just straight pasta salad. They also are rocking a Dubai chocolate cinnamon roll. Eating good in Denver. I love Denver for multiple reasons, and this menu might be added to the list. The Kansas City Royals are doing a beef Wellington hot dog. They done made hot dogs a knife and fork situation. I love a hot dog. I love a fancy hot dog, but you lost me at mushrooms. Not a mushroom. That's why I'm not a fan of the Wellingtons. No mushrooms, please. No, thank you. I saw that the Marlins were rocking the throwback uniforms this weekend, and they also have a 2-foot-long carne asada quesadilla. In my mind, they aren't the Miami Marlins. All right, that's some Florida Marlins winning World Series type of mentality right there. 2-foot quesadilla. Let me know in the comments below what your favorite flavor of quesadilla is. You like the classic cheese, you got shredded chicken. In Philadelphia, to honor Schwarber, they got the Schwarbomb Sundae. Get this, it is a funnel cake fried, Uncrustable, with fruity pebbles, vanilla ice cream, and a strawberry drizzle. What? I have to know what a funnel cake fried Uncrustable tastes like. That sounds fantastic. Over in Chicago, I know everyone's heard of chicken and waffles. They are doing chicken and churros. Now, I am open to this. I don't want to disrespect a waffle by saying this is an upgrade. This is just a different approach. And this looks fantastic. What was that? Caramel sauce, a little powdered sugar. Sign me up. Chicken and any dessert item, I'm here for. The Nationals are honoring the DC Monument with a grilled chicken sandwich. It's called the DC Monument Chicken Tower. On a pretzel bun, you got grilled chicken, bacon, mixed greens, Gruyere cheese, and Chipotle ranch. This is a monstrosity of a burger. The Braves have the Bat Flip Burger. Now, I saw this in a picture next to a human being, and this is 2 pounds of beef patty. It's got pork belly on it. It's got braised short ribs. It's got cheese, onion, lettuce, tomato. Look at that tomato. 4 tomatoes around that big bun. That's insanity. Those aren't little sliced tomatoes, too. Those are full tomatoes. It's got jalapenos and a fried egg and a 7-inch brioche bun. It's called the Bat Flip. I just got my mouth's watering thinking about like describing that to y'all. It's the Braves Bat Flip Burger. So big Braves fan. Hopefully get down to a game this year. Gonna have to go searching for this thing. It's probably like a $50 burger though. Goodness gracious. Up next, we go into Boston, and those Boston boys got lobster poutine. It's crispy fries, lobster, clam chowder, and bacon in this adorable little fisherman's boat. It just adds a little bit to it when it comes in a little tray. You know, I want my little food in a fun tray. You know, the Tigers have something called the Tiger Tail, hand battered foot long corn dog, chili, yellow mustard. They're saying it's orange mustard because, you know, the Tigers, and onions. And from Carolina, I want everything to have chili, yellow mustard, and onions on it. So deep fry me a corn dog and put the Carolina Classic on it. Come on. I'm here for that. The Brew Crew are launching a fair food themed menu. They have a nacho on a stick option. Looks pretty good. They also have fried chicken that's really ice cream. It's ice cream and cornflakes molded into looking like a fried chicken bucket. So that is what they're doing in Milwaukee. And then just overall, they got some fun deals around the league. On April 7th, the Blue Jays are doing 77-cent hot dog night. Cardinals offering $29 all-you-can-eat seats. That's a pretty good deal because, you know, you get a hot dog, some nachos. That's about $29 right there. So why not have two of each? If you're in the mood to be adventurous, T-Mobile Park in Seattle is offering toasted grasshoppers. So go check that out. And then a lot of controversy with this one, the 999 challenge. You got 9 hot dogs, 9 beers. Can you do it in 9 innings? It's all over the country, Philly, New York, Colorado, Houston, Kansas City. They're doing, of course, everything got capitalismed. They're offering this box in a lot of the stadiums that says the 999 challenge. Like if you're real, just go get a hot dog and a beer every inning if you really want to, you know, do it the traditional way. But of course, they're offering a package deal that's $60. You get 9 hot dogs, 9 beers. But here's the kicker. People have already torn this apart, and it's actually a half a dog. So it's really 4.5 hot dogs as 9 dogs because they're little mini dogs. And then they got, I think, a tall boy was supposed to be the beer for all 9. So you get 4.5 hot dogs and a tall boy for $60. So just think about it if it's worth the value to you. I mean, it does come in a nice little box, and you eat your little hot dog and drink your little beer at an inning. So it is convenient. But is it a deal? But that's you might need this. That is all the fun things that they're doing in ballparks around the country in honor of opening day. So let me know if you get to a ballpark around you, what kind of crazy foods you saw. It's Easter, I think. A holiday that changes dates every year is my nightmare. I barely remember days that don't change, but this one changes every single year. Come on. I did love when it was on 420, though. I remembered that year for sure. Perfect segue. Let's do top 5 Easter candies. And pretend it's on 420 this year. You know what I'm saying? There will be no peeps on this list, although the Dr. Pepper ones were interesting. I will give you that. And this list did remind me of the gum that used to come in the egg cartons, so that gets points on nostalgia alone. Y'all also remember the Whoppers, like the malt eggs that used to come in the milk carton for some reason? Those were good too. Shout out to my mom and grandparents for knocking it out of the park for me and my brother's Easter baskets every year. Didn't even have to go on the Easter egg hunt for it. Just woke up to the beautiful gifts the Easter Bunny left us. But we know who the real MVPs are. All right, we know. Start off with a couple of honorable mentions. We got Sweet Tarts, Chicks, Ducks, and Bunnies. Something about those little shapes that just made Sweet Tarts a little more sweet tartish. Also, a fond memory. This candy was boosted by nostalgia for sure. It is Reese's Pieces in the carrot bag. Did y'all get these growing up? It looked like a carrot, but it was Reese's Pieces. Come on, that's great marketing / packaging if I've ever seen it. For some weird reason, we ate M&Ms. Like, I didn't eat Reese's Pieces a lot until it was Easter time. My mom loved some good marketing, all right? So she appreciated that they put the Reese's Pieces to make it look like a carrot. So she was all over that. Getting into the countdown, starting us off at number 5, it is chocolate bunnies. Ah, the classic. They come in all shapes, sizes, and chocolate qualities. But it's like pizza. You know, even when it's bad, you're still eating chocolate, all right? You're still eating a bunny on Easter, feeling good about yourself. Unless you ate too many chocolate bunnies, then you're probably not feeling too good. But you know you can't stop because it's candy and it's in front of you. I do prefer the bougier bunnies now as I grow older. A good Lindt chocolate bunny. I mean, Ghirardelli, once I learned how to say it, top notch. There's good Ferrero Rocher bunny out there. And you got to give hats off to Mr. Consistent, Russell Stover. At number 4, it is Starburst Jelly Beans. This is the perfect example of an already great candy just offered in a different form, and me preferring that form. Now, don't get me wrong. I love Starburst. It's just unwrapping each individual square. That gets old, man. But just jelly beans? Come on. You want to be eating jelly beans on Easter anyway. So why not have awesome flavored jelly beans? That's no shade at Jelly Belly, but you know what you did when you made the popcorn jelly bean. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. I also hate to admit, but the older I get, the more I prefer the softer version of food. So jelly beans are a little bit easier on the gums and teeth. At number 3, Reese's Eggs. I recently had the privilege of trying all the Reese's Pieces. Some were saved from that previous holiday, so you got to take that in stride. But I got to try a Christmas tree, an Easter egg, a regular cup, and then one of the mini cups. And they are all different. It's crazy. For some reason, I think the Easter one's a little bit saltier. So I like it here on the countdown because you can have it as like your savory chocolate before having your dessert chocolate. Really make a meal out of your Easter basket, you know. Number 2, I wasn't done with the chocolate bunnies, but this one is so good. It is a Milky Way bunny. This is separate from the other bunnies because it adds the oh-so-delicious caramel in the middle of it without all that pesky nougat that sometimes you get tired of in a Milky Way. Like, sometimes it's too much. But you just hit me with the chocolate and the caramel like a rolled-out Rolo. As a kid, I would try to save these for last. But that wouldn't always work out for me at all. Number 1 on the countdown, my favorite Easter candy, Cadbury eggs. Can you believe there's some people out there that don't like these? What is wrong with you? Is it like cilantro, where you got like that gene, whether you either love it or it tastes like soap? Do the Cadbury eggs taste like soap to y'all? And have you had those minis? Little mini Cadbury eggs? Come on, I'm putting them together because I love them both. And I couldn't decide which one I liked more. I also love that you can only find them during this time of year. Like, yeah, I know they got the Cadbury bar that's essentially a candy bar of the Cadbury egg, but this is just so good. It's something you can take your time eating and enjoying. It's fantastic, and it's everything you love about Easter. You know, shiny colors, chocolate, Easter eggs, you know, checks all the boxes. So that is my top 5 Easter candies. Let me know in the comments below what your favorite delicacy to enjoy around Easter time is. And if you have a better way of me learning what the date is, that'd be great too. I would appreciate that. Let's talk sports. MLB season is off to a swinging start. Dodgers are undefeated. Yankees are undefeated. Braves are 2-1 though. It was a little bittersweet, though. You know, my wife is a Royals fan, so that one was tough. But hats off to Smith, our DH, that hit a walk-off grand slam 11 days after he lost his mom. Like, that's just, that's why we love sports right there. That kind of gut-wrenching, wholesome stuff right there. Cubs extending Pete Crow Armstrong, getting a smooth $115 million to stay in Chicago for 6 more years. And in a weird baseball story, Frank Thomas from Total Nugenics fame, is your T-Lo? Is suing the White Sox for using his name to push White Sox jerseys on their site. He's like, I hadn't seen a dime of that money. Like, I don't know if you can buy the Frank Thomas White Sox jersey and he's not getting any money from it, or if they're just using his name and number to say, hey, buy this jersey from a current player. I don't know, but it'll be interesting to see how the lawsuit plays out. End of an era. Mo Salah says he is leaving Liverpool at the end of the season. Dude has been on that right wing of Liverpool as long as I've been a Premier League fan, so it's going to be weird seeing Liverpool shake it up, but they got to do something. They are just not atop the table like they usually are. My Man United team is, though, so that's fun. Also, Tottenham, a point away from relegation. That would be one of the big clubs getting relegated for the first time in a very long time, so that'll be interesting to see how that goes down. They already fired another manager. This one lasted 7 games. He went 1-6, hence the firing. But 7 games, that's your audition. At least finish out the season. You know what I mean? Like, I know you're fighting for your life to be in the Premier League next year, but who's going to turn it around, really? At this point, it's up to the players if they want to keep y'all out of relegation or not. No coach is really going to make that much of a difference at this point in the season. So we'll see. Mac McClung, you've seen him in the dunk contest and 10-day stints with teams here and there. He has become the G League all-time leading scorer because he's had to spend so much time down there. He did it with style, too. Scored 59 points to go with his 10 assists. Nah, you can't tell me there's no spot on the Sacramento Kings or the Washington Wizards. You know, let him play on the Wiz till Trae Young comes back. Like, what are we doing here? 59 points in a G League team and he can't play in the league? All right. It is Final Four time. I'm not going to lie to y'all. And this is petty, and I'm okay with admitting it. Every time I refresh the ESPN page or I watch SportsCenter and see that UConn Duke score, it puts a smile on my face. All y'all Duke fans were talking trash. Y'all been a little too invested in this UNC coach hunt drama. Karma got you. And now y'all are calling for Shire to get fired. Fans are so fickle. It is insane to me. I don't know how any coach lasts more than 7 games out here. But the Final Four is set. It is Michigan, UConn, Arizona, and Illinois. So it'll be exciting to see who cuts down the nets after Duke and UNC are out. I really don't care. I'm not a big Hurley fan, but he did me a favor by knocking Duke out. So it is what it is. NFL looks like they are going forward with hiring replacement refs. It's not a done deal on if they're not going to make an agreement with these refs, but they do need to start hiring these refs in hopes of training them. I don't know, man. It was so bad last time with the replacement refs. Like that iconic picture of the interception in the end zone where one ref's calling it an interception, one ref's calling it a touchdown for the offense. Like that sums up the replacement refs first go in one picture. So none of us NFL fans are looking forward to the possibility of replacement refs again. So hopefully this is just a precaution and they will still come to an agreement with the actual NFL refs. We're not excited about the NFL refs either. We just know that they are head and shoulders above the replacement refs. That's how bad the replacement refs are. Oh, and 41-year-old Joe Flacco re-ups with the Bengals. $6 million, 1-year deal to be Burrow's backup. That's a pretty good gig. He probably gonna miss a game or two. So you're at least gonna play a game or two. I'm gonna play the whole season. That's it for our show this week, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you starting your week off with old Uncle Drew. Now go out in the world and do something awesome. Or just survive, you know? Surviving's cool too. But remember, guys, we're all weird. Way more fun when we're weird together. We'll see you next time.